Live from our Jackson studio. Live from the Midtown Jackson studio and live from well into Deep 13. This is Last Call Cafe on Spreaker with the animalistic Jay the Brain Man, the animalistic Matthew the Wizard Nichols, and the pause for consideration, Steve the Baxman Baxley. I'm Franklin Pangborn, your announcer, with Morgul as the friendly drone. Let's go to the cafe and find out what's going on and join the guys on a whole crowd. It's Last Call Cafe on Spreaker. Well, welcome one and all to the Corsican Ball. That's right. If it's Sunday night, you know what that means. Absolutely everything is 10% off, including all of us. This is one of your hosts, Steve, the Baxman Baxley. You're listening to Last Call Cafe on Spreaker.com. Powered by, of course, our friends over at iHeartMedia. I've already introduced myself. Why don't I introduce the rest of our fine friends, Romans, and country people? Of course, we speak of, when we say Romans, we speak of the man that roams the universe to find news for gamers. Yes, friends, he is the host, producer, and Zoftig editor, managing editor of Gamer News. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Mr. Matthew Nichols.
What's up, everyone?
And, of course, where would we be without this man? Up the creek without a paddle. That's right. He not only hosts his own show right here on Spreaker.com, powered by iHeartMedia, but he also is a manager of champions and still the undisputed, undefeated, and unchallenged intergender wrestling champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Betty White's favorite chew toy and a lover of fine meats. I think he had T-bone steak once. The T-bone never called back. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, JTB, J the Brain. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, and I screwed up that intro. First time for everything. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we say thank you for watching CBS PGA Tour Golf. Okay, folks, how y'all doing? And Mr. Pangborn, glad you're here with us. Thank you. It's good to be here. You say that now, but where do you get your paycheck? Well, it's still good to be here. Anyway, it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for your weekly brainwave. This week's brainwave is sponsored in part by Noah Body. That's right, Noah Body. Unsullied by ads since noon yesterday. Brain, what you got for us today?
Yeah, Steve, this is Gilbert Gottfried saying you couldn't even wipe my ass, let alone do a half-decent imitation of me. Okay?
And there you go.
Oh. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, another edition. Go ahead, Sid. And that's your brainwave for this week. Brought to you by nobody. Maybe next week he'll be brought to you by something.
We should change it to Gilbert Gottfried.
Gottfried Wave. There you go.
Yeah, since it's just going to do that over and over again for every brainwave from now on.
Which is okay by us, I guess. You gotta admit, we're giving Gilbert Gottfried free publicity. Anyway, Pangs, you gotta... Oh, I was just gonna say the ending tagline, which is, I'm Franklin Pangborn. Gentlemen, back to you. And for that, you get $195. Yep, that's pretty good. Have to find out who does your contracts. I'll never tell. Okay, thank you. We'll see. In fact, we'll see you back here in 5 seconds. Oh, yeah, that's right. You gotta do your thing. That's right. It's time now for Gamer News. Wizard Matthew Nichols. Sponsored in part by our friends at Pluto TV. Remember, drop in, tune in, turn on, and enjoy the finest programming, the finest channels, including channels for gamers and anime lovers of all ages. Now, with your Gamer News, here's the Cruise Master General of the Gaming Love Boat, the Wizard, Matthew Nichols.
Thanks, Pangborn. This week on Gamer News, PlayStation just had their State of Play a couple of days ago, and we had some announcements. We start off with Moss Book 2, which is the sequel to the PlayStation VR adventure game Moss. We got a trailer for a new hero shooter called Arcade Geddon, which is out now in early access, and it's going to get a full release for PS5 and PC in 2022. Then we had a trailer for Season 1 of Tribes of Midgar. It'll be out July 22nd. Then we had a trailer for a game called Fist, Forge and Shadow Torch, which is coming out on September 7th. We had a highlight trailer for Hunter's Arena Legends, a new Battle Royale game, which is a dress-up brawler where you fight demons and other players. Leaving early access on PC and coming to PS4 and PS5 in August for PlayStation Plus. We have Saifu Fight Club, which is coming out in 2022. We have a gameplay trailer for Jet the Far Shore. We had a trailer for Demon Slayer Kamisu no Yabi, the Hino Kami Chronicles, which is coming on October 15th for PS4 and PS5. We had gameplay for Lost Judgment, which is pretty much the sequel to Judgment. We had a pre-order trailer for Death Stranding Director's Cut, which is coming out September 24th. And it ended up with a 9-minute gameplay of Deathloop. And that's pretty much it for Gamer News this week.
And that's Gamer News for this week. Tune in again each and every week at this time on Last Call Cafe for the latest in Gamer News, presented by Pluto.tv. Remember, the best in anime gaming television. You can catch it only on Pluto TV. I'm Franklin Pangborn. Back to you guys. Okay, thank you very much. And now time for our little bit here, or my little bit, and that is to give you the weekend box office estimates for July 9th through July 11th, to which we're in. So, how did the movies do? Well, here we go. Let's count them down. Ad number 10, Zola from A24 got $620,000 weekend gross. Of course, that movie was shown at 1,401 locations. Very much not bad. Number 9, Warner Brothers In the Heights raked in a paltry $630,000, shown in 788 theaters. Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway, Runaway from Sony Columbia Pictures, 8th place, 1,250,000 in about 2,000 locations. The 7th place film this week was Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard from Lionsgate, 1,605,000 in about less than 2,000, to be more precise, 1,904 movie theaters. 6th place was Cruella from Disney, 2,200,000 at about 1,900 movie theaters. 5th place was A Quiet Place 2 from Paramount. It registered $3 million in 2,400 movie theaters nationwide. 4th place was Forever Purge from Universal, 6,710,000, or not 600, 6,710,000 in 3,058 movie theaters. 3rd place, The Boss Baby Family Business from Universal DreamWorks Animation, 8,700,000 in 3,688 movie theaters across America. 2nd place, F9 from Universal, 10,880,000 in 3,649 locations. And the top of the heap was the very much panned and very disgusted Black Widow from Marvel Studios and Disney. Its weekend gross at 4,160 movie theaters, $80 million. Bing that bell, puppy. There we go. Bing that bell like a mofo, for Disney does it again. Why is it that they can make a cruddy movie seem to be good? I have no idea, but God bless you, Mickey Mouse. Ha 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 ha. Okay, let's get you a little bit of some wrestling news, and who'd have thunk it, folks? There was a pay-per-view tonight. It was Ring of Honor's Best in the World. We happen to have the results of that, and here we go. Ray Horace versus Demonic Flamita. The winner was Ray Horace via pinfall. We had PCO and Danhausen versus the Bouncers, Brawler Milonis and Beer City Bruiser. The winner, PCO and Danhausen. The Briscoes took on PJ Black and Brian Johnson, and the Briscoes won that easily. EC3 versus Flip Gordon. The winner, EC3 via submission. Shane Taylor Promotions, the champion, versus Dalton Castle, Dak Draper, and Eli Isom for the ROH World Six-Man Tag Team Championship went down to the wire. And your winners were Shane Johnson Productions via pinfall. In the last standing match, Josh Woods versus Silas Young. And the winner of that was Josh Woods. Jay Lethal took on Brody King. Thank you, guys, and don't get stuck. Brody King won that one via pinfall. For the ROH Pure Championship, Jonathan Gresham took on Mike Bennett. And the winner of that was, and still the champion, Jonathan Gresham. For the Ring of Honor World TV Championship, the champion, Tony Deppen, took on Dragon Lee with Bestia. And the winner was Dragon Lee via pinfall to win the ROH World TV Championship. Finally, Jonathan Gresham and Rhett Titus, the champions, took on Chris Dickinson and Homicide in the Fight Without Honor for the ROH World Tag Team Championship. And the winner was, ladies and gentlemen, Homicide and Chris Dickinson to win the ROH World Tag Team Championships. Wow. And Rush, the champion, took on Bandito for the ROH World Championship. And the winner of that was Bandito. He is now the ROH World Champion. So, huzzah! How about that? Yes. He is a champion. Let's put her that way. Okay, so that was Ring of Honor. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, well, that's nice, but how about the other promotion, Major League Wrestling? Didn't they have an event in the home of Extreme Championship Wrestling? Well, yes, they did. And are we going to give you the details of that? No, you're going to have to wait for the other show. That and everything else. No. Give us a moment here. We have a stuck little kumquat. Kumquat. Okay, come on. Flash with me here. Come on, flash with me, will you please? Just flash with me. Do some. Finally, something's gone right, or maybe wrong. Whether I'm right, whether I'm wrong. No wonder it's not responding. Come on, we've done that. Let's get to more latest news. The women's tournament bracket for Ring of Honor has been named. And on the left side, you got Sumi Saki versus Rock C. Mandy Leon taking on To Be Announced. Max the Impaler versus Holidead. Angelina Love receives a first-round bye. On the right side of the brackets, Miranda Elise taking on Alex Garcia. Maserati versus Nicole Savoy. Allison Kay takes on Willow. And Marty Bell takes on Trish Adora. Chelsea Green, she debuted for Ring of Honor. She is not cleared for action. Doesn't sound like she'll be involved in a tournament, but you never know. Remember, folks, ROH is owned by Sinclair, so some things never change. All right. WWE has made news. This past Monday night in Pensacola, Florida, Jimmy Uso was arrested again for a Dewey after being stopped by police for running a red light while also speeding. Uso failed sobriety test and ended up spending the night in a hoosgow before getting bailed out the next morning. Reports initially came out that no action was taken by the WWE against Jimmy for his arrest, although some higher-ups were reportedly extremely disappointed and legitimately pissed off. On Friday SmackDown, Jimmy actually was first shown on the show, and he appeared throughout SmackDown, indicating the WWE decided not to take swift action against him. On the latest Wrestling Observer Radio, which is done by Dave Meltzer, which means take what he says with a grain of salt. Oh.
And we lost Steve.
Oh boy. We better get to the belt of the week then.
Hold on.
Do you think Steve needs better internet or something?
Okay. We're back. We're back, and hello? Yes, we're back. Okay, let me get back to the business here. Metzler speculated, since Jimmy is involved in a major angle that could include The Rock at WrestleMania. I mean, it was reported there were plans that are too important to adjust, and that's why there doesn't seem to be fallout from what happened with Jimmy. Dave Meltzer was told nothing's happening at the moment in regards to a fine or a suspension. Apparently, there's going to be a major angle that could include The Rock at WrestleMania. WWE doesn't want to make waves as they head towards a potential match between Roman Reigns and The Rock. Next year's WrestleMania is on April 3rd at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. WrestleMania 39 is set for SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California on April 2nd, 2023. Oh, joy, oh, rapture. By the way, Carmella, who continues to be at the arm of Corey Graves. Well, on Friday SmackDown, it was announced by WWE official Sonya Deville that Carmella, a former SmackDown Women's Champion, will be taking Bayley's place due to Bayley getting a torn ACL against Bianca Belair for the title next Friday. With this upcoming show being the first in-person event in over a year and a half, anything can happen. With that said, Pat McAfee brought it to Carmella's attention on today's Talkin' Smack that some fans are skeptical of the most beautiful woman in all of WWE cutting to the front of the line prematurely. Some think she doesn't deserve this career-defending opportunity. Carmella snapped back at those comments by saying it was preposterous that fans would think so little of her. She believes she has been cornered far too long, and she is willing to prove to the WWE Universe that she fares well against the best of them. Some people say I don't deserve it. Are you kidding me? Not only am I the most beautiful in all of WWE, I have a hell of a lot more to offer than just being a pretty face. Yeah, ask Corey Graves. Okay, let's see. We got a little bit of time. That is right now your wrestling and entertainment report. The General is taking the night off, and he'll be back with us next week. And we are plumb out of time. So it's going to wrap things up for us. Thank you, everybody, for listening. And we will try to make things bigger, better, and more funnier next week. Until then, for the Brain. For the Wizard, I am the Baxman. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the fine folks at Spreaker.com. And, of course, Brainwave Entertainment and Wizard World, which, of course, is the producer of Gamer News. We got a lot of nice people, don't we? Yes, we do. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Yep.